In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I make highly converting Facebook ad copies for my e-commerce dropshipping store. What's going on, guys? Yash here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is absolutely having a great week and a great day. Thank you guys so much for tuning back in. I hope everyone is safe and sound out there and is practicing social distancing for as long as they can and as safely as they can so this pandemic does pass over. Anywho, guys, as you can see by this slide right here, I'm going to be diving into specifically ad copies when it comes to Facebook ads, and that too when it comes to running ads for e-commerce dropshipping stores, okay? We're going to be diving into the ad text and also the ad creative part, basically what kind of makes up an ad copy, okay? So we're going to be kind of, diving into the structure of it, the do's and don'ts, the yeses and nos, and I'm also going to be showing you guys some great examples as well, kind of what to keep in mind so you guys can actually use those as a benchmark and tailor your own ad copies to them as well. Make sure that you also remember and you also keep in mind that what will make your Facebook ads work will be your actual ad copy, okay? What will make the targeting and all of that good stuff work will be the ad copy itself, okay? Your ad copy is what will get people in your store initially and what will basically lead people to click on your actual ad. So this is very important, especially if you're just starting out. And guys, this video is a complete blueprint. I put a lot of time and work into this to really make sure that you guys get a full scope and full information of what to keep in mind and how to really structure and develop your ad copy. So with that being said, guys, please do drop a huge like on this video and subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Turn on the post notification bell. Join the family. There's a ton of new and dope content coming out for the rest of the year. And last but not least, guys, please do join my free Facebook group, Ecom Masterminds. I will be leaving a link to that and all my other social media accounts in the description below. So you guys can definitely check that out and stay connected with myself. Let's jump right into it. Stay tuned for the whole video because this is super jam-packed like I mentioned earlier. So guys, first and foremost, you have to understand the three main things when it comes to ad copy, right? You have to know who you're selling to, meaning who your ideal buyer and who your ideal customer is, right? Meaning know your audience persona. You as a business owner should really have an idea who is a perfect fit for your actual product. If you're selling an outdoors backpack, you don't want to target someone who's into jewelry or who's into makeup, right? You want to basically target and structure and talk to your basically structure ad copy like it's for someone who's into camping or hiking or like bicycling or hiking or something like that, right? Something in that sort. So really know your audience persona. Know why they would be interested, right? Why would your potential customer invest into your product? Why would it benefit them? Now, this is kind of branched off to problem-solving products and passion products, right? It could be a really nice backpack that allows them to climb more efficiently because it's really light, it's really secure, and it just gives them a better hiking experience in general. Or it could be a passion product like a Valentine's Day rose bear. A lot of you guys may actually know about that product, so it may be a little bit of a passion product. So figure out why they may be interested. Why will they give their money to you in return for the product? And last but not least, know what is already working, analyze and compare, go onto Facebook and search and use that as an inspiration, right? You can definitely search for different keywords and stuff like that into the Facebook search bar, and you can basically see what kind of ads, if there's any, are already people running to your types of products. Picture ads, video ads, carousel ads, which we're, by the way, going to be covering everything. But again, just kind of see what kind of approach people are taking, right? You can also go, note this down, go to Facebook Ads Library into Google, type in Facebook Ads Library. You guys can actually see what kind of ads all of the e-commerce and just different brands on Facebook are basically running. So Facebook Ads Library is also a great asset, and not many people know about that. So that's something you can definitely search up into Google. But anyway, guys, these are the three main things that you guys should already kind of have in mind, or should be at least kind of jotting down before you're actually thinking of putting your actual ad copy together. Next, the ad copy breakdown, right? What makes up your ad copy? Your ad copy is actually the entire ad itself, the entire ad as a whole, okay? So on the one side, it's your ad text, which is made up of your primary text, your headline, and your description. On the other side is your actual ad creative, meaning is it a picture ad, is it a single image ad, is it a carousel ad, right? Those are the three main types of creatives or kind of uses for e-commerce specifically: picture, single image, and carousel, which we're going to be jumping into a little bit later on as well. So that's kind of what really makes up the ad copy for those of you guys that are completely new into this and are kind of a little bit confused in terms of kind of ad copy, ad text, and ad creative. So the ad creatives, and this is very important, the different types of ad creatives, right? First and foremost, you have your video ad, which is obviously self-explanatory. It's an actual video. Now there can be two types of video ads. There can be like an ongoing video ad of the video just kind of moving, and then there can also be a second type of video ad where it's like a bunch of pictures moving in a slideshow. So that's also considered a video ad. But more than likely for e-commerce, you're going to have the first type where it's actually an ongoing moving video ad displaying or showcasing the product, okay? So when you are making a video ad, guys, you want to basically have two videos and two thumbnails. The thumbnail is basically the preview of kind of what's yet to come before the actual video, right? The thumbnail will basically entice or incentivize people to click on the video or keep it continue going, okay? So you want to split test between the two and always see which one will perform better. The metrics and data points to eye or to keep in mind are your CPMs, CTRs, which you want to have about 1 to 3% when it comes to cold targeting. Ad frequency and engagement, right? Are you getting enough likes, comments, shares? So all these metrics do really depend on your actual ad creative, right? For example, your video or your thumbnail. This can determine your CPMs, your CTRs, your ad frequency, and your engagement. How to structure when it comes to a video ad, okay? So first and foremost, you want your video ad to be a 1:1 ratio, okay? You want it to be a square, and this goes for video and thumbnail. I see a lot of e-commerce dropshipping ads that are like rectangle, cinema scene, different scopes and different sizes. Facebook's very strict on this, and 1:1 does really work the best. Second, you want to make sure it's HD quality, that it looks professional. You don't want it glitchy or blurry or grainy or anything like that. So that's super important, right? That just kind of gives a bad depiction of your overall brand. At the end of the day, you want to make sure you guys are as professional as possible, or look as professional as possible at least. You also want to make sure you have captions throughout your video as well. It doesn't have to be literally for every second, but here and there you have some sort of captions talking about the product and whatnot, depending what kind of product it is, right? If it's a problem-solving product or a convenience product, you want to talk about what the product does, the features and the benefits and stuff like that. Another thing is background music and voiceover. You want to have some sort of background music or voiceover. Obviously, if it's a voiceover, it could be of someone explaining the product. It could be a little bit of both, background music and voiceover. You want to have your watermark or your logo somewhere in the top right or left so it looks professional, and no one else can steal your video as well. Now, when it comes to the video ad, guys, the first 1 to 5 seconds are very important because this will get people's attention. Remember, guys, Facebook and Instagram, they're forms of interruptive marketing, right? People just don't go on the Facebook and Instagram app or newsfeed and be like, let me start scrolling today and see what sort of ad I get targeted with today. It's very instantaneous, so it has to be interruptive, and the first 1 to 5 seconds have to be a scroll stopper. That's why not only those 5 seconds are very important in the start, but also that's why your thumbnail is very important as well. I'm going to be showing you guys some examples. Your thumbnail, again, will determine because remember, sometimes people have their videos on autoplay, so we'll show the thumbnail really quickly, and then we'll just start playing the video. Sometimes people have their Facebook newsfeed video settings not on autoplay, meaning they will see the thumbnail, and then they will have an option to click on that thumbnail and play the video, or to not click on it. So again, you have to think from it from both angles, basically, from the consumer side, okay? So again, the thumbnail has to be very enticing. It should give you a reason. It should build up that curiosity, that initial curiosity for people to actually click on your thumbnail, okay? So again, remember that it's interrupted marketing, and it has to be a scroll stopper, your thumbnail, and also the 1 to 5 seconds for people to continue watching your video and stay engaged on your ad. And I do recommend most videos being under a minute. Very rarely does a video really have to be over a minute, I would say. Usually about 30 to 45 seconds is a sweet spot. Remember, it's people attention spans aren't that long, and you want to get to the point, right? You don't want to bore people at the end of the day with unnecessary details in your video. Now, you can also, split test with a single image ad, and this is very optional. I don't usually recommend these, but it's basically just an image, just one single image. Usually on the nature or the how the product basically is. I like to split test 2 videos and 2 thumbnails. Sometimes I would also split test a carousel ad with 3 to 5 images. With these different images, I'll also show you some examples. I'll basically change it up with different variants and different styles. So now you may be wondering, when to use a video ad or when to use a carousel ad. Well, with video ads, you want to use if a product needs some more explanation, if it needs more demonstration, if the product is a little bit more complicated, if it's an accessory or an apparel or like a rose bear, for example, that's a little bit more straightforward. So you can definitely use carousel ads within that, right, to test different pictures itself. Or if it's like a bracelet, that's something, again, pretty self-explanatory that it sells itself. It doesn't need that extra creative for people to kind of get rolling with it. So, regardless, I will test a video ad for something like that and also carousel ad. If it's a product that absolutely needs some unfolding, absolutely needs some demonstration, then I will use 2 video ads itself. So it kind of really depends the type of product that you're actually dealing with too, guys. That's something that you have to determine based on the actual product. So next is the ad text, right? Video and single image, they both basically look like this. This is the video. In this case, we're not using an image, but an image would be structured like this. Okay, so this would be the anatomy. Obviously, I did block out the little watermark that they have on their thumbnail. Yes, you can have a watermark on your thumbnail as well, not only the video. And I also kind of blocked out the name of the store because this is one of my clients' store actually. So, let's start from the top, right? What is this? This right here is called the primary text, okay? And the primary text is basically what will get people's attention first, okay? So how I like to structure my primary text is I like to have the first line as a hook, okay? So it's calling people out. You have to really think that your potential audience, what may he or she be thinking in their minds before seeing this ad, or someone who's wanting this specific product, okay, someone who's seeking for it subconsciously. So it says, no gym, no problem, right? We've got you covered with our zebra resistance rope, okay? So it's a call to action, it's a hook, it's reeling people in, it's making people recognize like, hey, I don't have a gym right now because I'm in quarantine, right? And I can't go out anywhere, but I want to work out. I've been too lazy to work out. I need something portable, something convenient. Oh, perfect. They've got me covered with their zebra resistance rope, okay? Then on the bottom, it has some features and benefits. Train abs, backs, and arms. Tone, build, and strengthen your body. Portable and convenient. Build your muscle. And then on the bottom, it has some urgency with the link. 40% off for this week only, with the link. Okay, very straightforward, very simple, but that first line, guys, it's very, very, very important. Notice how the first letter of each word is capitalized as well. This is very, very important. I'm very detail-oriented. I'm very minuscule when it comes to these sort of details. And also make sure that I'm not using a whole bunch of emojis, guys. I'm using very relevant and very professional emojis right here. I'm using kind of the muscle emoji and also kind of the alarm clock because it kind of goes hand in hand with it. I see people include an emoji in wrong places. I see people include just a bunch of irrelevant emojis in large amounts of volume. You want to stay away from that. That kind of stuff used to work before, and also kind of takes away the professionalism of your store, let alone your actual ad, okay? So you don't want to drive people away and make it confusing. Also, I'm using breaks when it's most needed. I have a break right here and I have a break right here. I usually like to use about 2 or 3 breaks in my ad. You don't want to make it too long either at the end of the day, okay? Sometimes over here you can also add 40% off for this week plus free shipping. So you can kind of really change it up depending on really what you're dealing with. Sometimes I won't have it in bullet format right here. Sometimes I'll kind of explain a little bit more in terms of what the product does, okay? Like I'm basically talking about the product a little bit more. So it kind of really depends what you're dealing with. But again, that first line is very important to kind of get people's attention. You know, it really kind of speaks and resonates to the customer in this current situation. So that's what you want to really, really keep in mind of. Again, you can definitely have the thumbnail when you can definitely have the watermark or logo when it comes to the thumbnail as well. I usually like to always have it on the video, especially so no one can steal that. When it comes to the call to action, we have Shop Now. Now, usually for e-commerce, for dropshipping, you'll use Shop Now and also learn more. I usually like to use Shop Now like 8 or 9 out of 10 times because obviously you want people to buy. If it's a product like that's a little bit more again that needs some more demonstration, like that little black hair or blackhead pore cleaner or blackhead cleanser, you may want to split test like a learn more call to action, right? At the end of the day, you're going to get people to your product page. It's a no-brainer, but it's kind of not as aggressive. It's kind of not as direct, especially when a product is a little bit more mid to high ticket. That learn more may be a little bit more better, especially when it's a complicated product, something that needs more further explanation, when it comes from the ad to the website, especially that transition, okay? So sometimes learn more is effective to use depending on the nature of the product. I like to use it when it's, again, a little bit of a mid to higher ticket product. And if it's a product that needs a little bit more unfolding, maybe the video is not as quite clear if the product is for them, or not really even that. Like if the video is not as clear kind of what the product does or how it really works, learn more is always like a good reel for people to kind of, get from your product or from your ad to the actual website. So again, that's just a little note, but I usually always do use Shop Now. This is the headline where it says 10 minutes a day for great results. Here you can have different things. There's no right or wrong. I like to have usually like a very bold statement. I usually like to list the name of the product, but I don't also like to be repetitive, right? I already have the name of the product right here on the top where it says zebra resistance rope, so I don't want to basically have it again. So I did a very, very bold and important statement of what this product is about or what it does. It says 10 minutes a day or 10 minutes a day for great results, right? You can also have like achieve the physique or physique you want from home, something like that. So a very, very bold statement usually. And in the description right here, I like to usually use it for urgency and scarcity. I used to use the 5 stars, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 5 stars. But Facebook's very strict with that recently, so be careful if you guys do use that. But I like to use it for urgency and scarcity. I'll have like limited time only, free global shipping, act now, or I don't know, like 40% off this week. Again, if I don't have it over here, I'll have it over here. Again, you don't want to be repetitive, and you want to utilize the space of the entire ad copy to its full potential and as best as possible, okay? So you definitely kind of want to, see what's a better fit sometimes depending on the actual product. But that's what I usually use it for, and I have a little star or shooting star emoji right here. Again, it doesn't make it spammy. It's okay to use like 2 or 3 or 4 emojis. But again, you just want to use it at the right times and in the right place in your entire ad copy. So again, this is a very, very, very nice converting ad copy, and I kind of wanted to give you the anatomy of what kind of goes into it. So the ad text, and this is a carousel, okay? So this is actually my carousel ad for my Valentine's Day store, Luxe Rosewear. I'm not sure if all of you guys have seen it before, but I've reviewed that store on this channel before. It did 6 figures. And for this specific product, I did a video ad. I did an ongoing video, meaning like actually someone, showcasing and using and giving the Luxe Rosewear. And I did also a video with a slideshow. I also did a single image, and I also did a carousel ad. So I did 4 different types of ad creatives. Like for per ad set, I had 4 creatives, okay? Like ad set A, 4 creatives, ad set B, 4 creatives, ad set C, 4 creatives. Because this product could allow me to do that. It was very self-explanatory, but I wanted to see which one performed better. And for me personally, the carousel ad did perform better than even the videos and the single image. Again, I usually do not use single image. I'd rather use a carousel ad and have the ability or have the option to display more pictures instead of just one picture, okay? So again, for this, if it were you, if it was like an apparel or accessory or something self-explanatory like this, definitely do a carousel ad, and then also do like a video ongoing ad or a slideshow ad as well. Okay, I just went above and beyond, so I really tested as many variants as possible. So again, this is my carousel ad right here, 5 different pictures. Obviously, the potential customer or the user on Facebook would be able to swipe. Okay, but again, one by one pictures, always one by one. The heading right here is the bold, and those I like to put, again, reasons and desires, right? Reasons and desires right here. And in the description, I like to include features, benefits, usually something to have to do with urgency and scarcity. Okay, like basically smaller underlying details of that specific product that also relates, by the way, to the picture and also relates to the heading as well. You want to keep it very congruent and very consistent as well, and you'll see what I mean in just 2 seconds. So I always like to have pictures of both the product, and also sometimes I also like to have pictures of humans. Human perception is very important. People buy with emotion, justify with logic. So seeing someone else makes a greater impact. If I was a male buying this for my girlfriend, I would see this girl with, and I would be like, I also want to make my girlfriend or my spouse happy like this. Okay, so human perception is very important. Having people utilize, showcase, or display your actual product. This is the same thing when I mentioned when it comes to product pictures on your actual product pages, and also when it comes to the video ads as well, right? That's why sometimes ongoing video ads are better than just kind of a video ad with a bunch of slideshows, or like a slideshow format, because it just is a little bit better. It convinces people a little bit better. So I always like to use human perception, and that's why I kept it as the first picture right here. So again, I just have the title, Lux Rose Bear, and then I have free global shipping. Next one, I have this little nice picture right here, the perfect keepsake, the best gift. See how they both relate a lot? Again, puts on a smile. Again, people can see that, hey, I also want to give this to my girlfriend or spouse and make her, have a smile on her face. And by the way, it's only limited time only, so you better act fast. Okay, that's what the ad is saying to the potential customer. Over here, 4th one, for your loved one, 4 vibrant colors. By the way, this is letting people know that there's more colors. Okay, there's not just red or gray, by the way. And then the last one is last a lifetime, not sold in stores. Here is your only chance to get this bear. Okay, so guys, essentially, whether it's a carousel ad or video ad, you want people to decide that they want this product, that this product is for them before they even click on your actual website. That's the main thing here, and that's what you want to basically display to people. Okay, that this product is for me. And that should be really, really, really obvious. You should be very, very convincing when it comes to that. So the 3 steps, right, for any ad copy. And you'll see how this all relates together. Keep in mind. Pre-frame is directing someone's focus towards the ad. Okay, this kind of goes hand in hand when I said how having scroll stoppers are very, very important. The visuals, how the text is structured, everything at once, pre-frame and directing someone's focus in general. Pre-qualify, making the ad directly relevant to your target market and audience. Quality clicks count. You don't want just anyone to click on your ad. You want quality clicks, potential customers. Okay, I know, by the way, for reference, I'm talking about like cold targeting. Okay, these are ad copies for cold targeting, by the way. I'm also going to give you a reference for warm and hot targeting, how you can switch up your ad copy. But again, this is for cold targeting as well. But regardless, you want your quality clicks to count, okay? And you want only quality clicks, okay? Not only making them count. So again, making the copy directly relevant is basically, how do the visuals pertain to them? Are they relevant? Are they irrelevant? Is the ad text, is the headline, is the description relevant to them? Again, people make all these micro decisions in their heads in the first few seconds. So you want to pre-qualify them and really make them feel like this is for them. Again, that hook, that first sentence is very, very important. And this goes hand in hand with it. Then you want to go to the pre-sale option, right? Or the pre-sale stage. Set the tone as an authority figure as a brand. Bring them into the initial buying stage. Again, you want people to know that this product is for them before they even click on your website, and you want to start pre-selling them basically, okay? You are a marketer, you are a virtual salesman, and the ad is doing the job for you. Think of it that way. So awareness, which kind of relates to pre-frame, bring brand awareness, first-time visitors, again, cold audience, generate interest, and educate the people about the product, especially if it's a problem-solving or convenience-based product. Educate the person about the product, show its features and benefits, show the end result of the product. Talk about the end result of the product. Why is the mattress industry so big? Because it's a problem-solving product, but it talks about the end results, right? A lot of companies, a lot of big mattress companies talk about the end result: better sleep quality, less neck pain, less back pain. So really educate people depending on what the product is, guys. Pre-qualify and consideration go hand in hand. Evaluation of brand and product speaks directly to the customers. The person has to know, or the potential customer have to know, that this is for them and they really want this. Last but not least, on the bottom of the funnel, or the ad, or the actual ad funnel, or their triangle, we pre-sell and conversion, right? Product descriptions, value, proposition, transactions. So once you pre-sell them, that's when the conversion is going to happen. Assuming your product page is good, there's no missing leaks, there's not a bunch of pop-ups, your funnel is good, your shipping is good, your pricing is good, your offer is good. All of that obviously matters, but assuming all of that is good, it should get the job done, and you should get the actual conversion. Moving on, guys. So when it comes to retargeting, and I wanted to include this as a bonus option. So obviously, like I said in the last slide before, to make it very clear, this is how your cold audience ad should be basically launched, right? How it should be basically set up. So the first kind of ad we talked about in the previous slide is a sort of informative ad, okay? It's informing people what the product does. So this is an informative. When you want to retarget people, now let's say you're running like lookalike audiences. This may be for some of you guys that's a little bit more advanced, so bear with me for all the beginners, okay? But again, this is a great kind of piece of information to learn as well. So when you're going into lookalikes or warmer, hotter audiences, you want to basically change up your ad text a little bit more. You don't want to be redundant to the same type of person. Again, right? It usually takes, they say, 3 to 7 times or 3 to 5 times to educate people before someone actually converts, okay? It's like a whole funnel, basically. So instead of using an informative ad, what you can do is actually use a testimonial sort of ad, okay? Maybe the first time they didn't trust it enough. They're like, I don't know if this really works. Does it really work? I don't know. They're on the edge of buying. So now you're basically retargeting, let's say, all the video watchers who didn't take any other action than watch your video, with a testimonial retargeting ad, okay? And instead, we're hitting them with more of an emotional approach, okay? We're hitting them with a legitimate testimonial in the primary text. We kept the headline and the description absolutely the same, but we changed up the entire, or 95% of the primary text. Instead, we say, I absolutely love Zebra Rope ever since I've committed to doing all my workouts at home. It's super lightweight, portable, and convenient. Again, it's talking about the features and benefits, but it's very natural. It's all very flowy, right? I can confidently say it has helped me tone my upper back and arms. I highly suggest getting all the resistant weights. 10 out of 10 recommended. Jamie C, 5 out of 5 stars. I don't think there's an issue of using the stars here, by the way. I think only down here as far as I know. So this is a great example of how you can actually change up your actual ad text, the primary ad text, and use it as a retargeting text and build that confidence, build that trust, which they initially may have not had when they got targeted with this informational or informative type of ad, okay? So again, this is something very, 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 very mindful to keep in mind of. Again, I don't know whether you guys are all beginners, some of you guys are a little bit more advanced, but this is something to keep in mind of, to always kind of change and alter your ad text, especially when you're retargeting, for example. You can also give them like a higher discount code, or a better shipping option, waive it for free, or like a free asset, something like that, to kind of reel people back in that didn't get convinced when this first informative ad was shown, okay? So again, just an idea. I love using testimonial ads for retargeting. They are super, super, super powerful in my opinion. So I want to show you guys some examples, okay? Some very, very nice examples. So this is actually the rope that you saw in the previous two, or one example, I would say, since it's the same ad, it's just a retargeting ad the second time. So this is a thumbnail. You can see it's a 1:1 ratio. Stay in shape now. Very, very, very clear action. I usually like to have like no more than 3 to 8 words on my thumbnail, and you want, basically someone using the product, or actually the product be taking the entire of the thumbnail, right? The product should be the main spotlight at the end of the day. So you can see someone actually using it with all the different weights. It comes in different weights, this specific yoga rope or pull rope, and you can see right here. So it's like very, very enticing, like, oh, cool. Stay in shape now, home workout. This is for me. I've been in quarantine. I haven't been able to work out. Let me click on the actual ad, or even autoplay, depending on what sort of settings someone actually has on their Facebook. Okay, so again, this is an example of a great, great, great thumbnail, guys. And I'm also going to be showing you guys a video example as well, so pay attention. Again, first 5 seconds, guys. I apologize. First 5 seconds are very important. See how it actually has someone working and using the product, and it's basically calling people out that, people love this product and they can really, really stay in shape with a product like this. So really play in mind with the first 5 seconds. Gym lovers are loving this new at-home equipment. Achieve your desired figure in the comfort of your home. I don't know what's happening, guys. I apologize. I'm just let the video play. So guys, that is one example. I'm going to show you another example. This is for the Lux Rose Bear for Mother's Day, actually. Not for Valentine's Day store. This product did absolutely well for Mother's Day as well. So again, this is nice little thumbnail right here, square 1:1. The perfect gift for Mother's Day. It shows a lady holding the bear. It's very self-explanatory. How I would better this is maybe actually having a mother holding it, like showing its full image or full show, or having like a son giving it to the mother. That's how you can make this better. But again, I think this is overall a great thumbnail as well. But you can always split test. That's what I mean, like having different split test thumbnails. Maybe the next one have a son actually giving it to his grandma or aunt or mother or something like that. So, and have the same caption perhaps, or the same text. So let me show you this one. 2020 Best Mother's Day gift has finally arrived. Someone's opening it. Someone's holding the bear. Awesome. Loved by millions of moms across the world. Again, this is more of a passion product, so it has a little bit of an easier sell. There's no love, or there's no rule to love or appreciation, I should say. So it is a little bit of an easier sell, but videos absolutely do well as well when it comes to products like these. Made to last eternity and grab it today. Very straightforward, very, very simple, very nice, very highly converting. This is another one. I've seen a bunch of people sell this product. It's that little cell phone UV sanitizer. So it says, clean your phone now, fast and easy. It has like a little emoji. Sometimes I like using emojis if it adds like a little bit more width to them, or a little bit more concreteness to the actual thumbnail. So again, it's very straightforward. It gets kind of people curious, like, what is this product? What must it do? So let me click on the video now, okay? Again, shows someone cleaning, your phone is dirtier, it kind of sparks that curiosity. Now obviously this is a product that's selling right now due to the coronavirus. People are very, very actively seeking to, be as sanitized as possible to keep all their personal items and stuff like that safe. So keep your family safe. You see that sometimes words can make a very, very big effect or very, very big difference. People want to keep their family safe, so maybe they may be even buying multiple of these, by the way. One for the mom, one for the kids, yada, yada, yada. So guys, one converting and highly quality ad creatives for you. I have partnered up with one of my buddies. His name is Scott. He owns a company called Ecom Creations. Their motto is crushing e-commerce, one creation at a time. Most of those videos and thumbnails that you saw in the past 3 or 4 slides, those are by Ecom Creations. Ecom Creations has played a huge part when it comes to my e-commerce success, guys. Remember, for your targeting and all the nitty-gritty technicalities of your Facebook ads, your campaigns, and your ad sets to work well result all back to your actual ad copy being well, okay? Your creative especially being well put together. So again, I owe a huge thank you and a huge part of my success for a lot of my ad creatives do go to Ecom Creations, okay? So I definitely, guys, if you guys are interested, if you believe this is a good fit for you, check out the link in the description below for 10% off of your order. You can get custom times done, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, not a problem. A minute, not a problem. Logo, watermark inclusion on the thumbnail and or on the video, custom captions, split testing different thumbnails, different videos, special requests and notes are also welcome. Then you also, by the way, this is something I forgot to include, is you also get unlimited revisions in the first 24 hours. So if you don't like something, if you want them to adapt, tweak, or modify something, you can 100% let them know and they will do it for you. Remember, guys, don't rely on just copy and pasting, different videos from different people. It will basically give a very shitty quality of traffic to your ads. Facebook will most likely ban you. They have gotten very, 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 very strict. So please do not do that. It's okay to use like different segments and to spice it up and different captions, different background music and stuff like that and really make it your own. But do not, please guys, copy and paste videos. That does not work anymore. Do not go for the easy way out. At the end of the day, if you're not good at something, that's okay. Work more on your business and more in your business. That's why I let other people do stuff like this, okay? Because I'm not good at video editing and using video softwares and stuff like that. I'm good at graphic design, but not so much at this. So my main point is, guys, don't always go to the easy way out. Let someone else do it for your business who's a little bit better, and you don't want to, at the end of the day, risk the quality of your video, and you don't want to risk your ad account getting banned, or just having your ad very, very vulnerable at the end of the day. I've seen people use exact videos from other stores and like they literally have their logo and their watermark and everything there. I'm like, come on, guys, and you can do better than that. So, don't be one of those people at the end of the day, guys. But highly recommend, guys, check out Ecom Creations. They're very affordable. I think they are a great fit for everyone in the e-commerce dropshipping space. So see what they have to offer, see if they're a good fit for you guys, and vice versa. And with that being said, guys, if you have any questions, any thoughts, any concerns, please do drop them in the comments below. I always try to reply to everyone. And thank you guys so much. I hope this was valuable. I hope this was informative. Again, guys, thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Peace.